Hey guys, and welcome back on my YouTube channel. It's your boy Troll. In today's video I'm gonna explain and guide you how you should build your Orbia. I'll make separate videos for all the other heroes, summoners, but in today's video, since my main will be Orbia, I want to basically show you how I build her and also recommend you how you should build her to basically not miss out on some potential power and also to understand what gear do you want on your Orbia. So let's jump into the game and let's check what's up. Like I said, if you have a clip or a Kina, don't worry, separate guides will come out. So first of all, Orbia. Let's jump first of all into the skills. Now again, obviously which weapon you're gonna choose, it's up to you. Usually the light and dark weapons are more PvP oriented than PvE. The light weapon, however, can help you with some raids or dungeons to basically dispel buffs from some monsters, and the dark weapon usually helps you to survive more and be more tanky. It will apply for all the other summoners, but for Orbia that's how it works. Obviously the fire, water and wind slash earth, you name it, I think they call it wind, no? Yeah, wind. So wind, water, fire are more PvE oriented than light and dark. But then as you saw for Foggy as a Orbia, it's really beneficial to play as light because on her skill 2, can you change? Thank you. On her skill 2, basically she will remove one beneficial effect, so it's really useful. But then again, if you have monster that remove beneficial effect, it doesn't matter. And I think the strongest one will be fire, because basically fire applies, burns, defense down, resistance down, so you apply basically a lot of debuffs. And since most of us already playing with Naomi, I think the fire one just helps you the more. It helps you that like super a lot to basically increase crit rate and crit damage of your Naomi. Now, in terms of the spells, what do you want to build first? What do you want to focus? First of all, I really recommend to finish the consecutive evasion, so you have up to 3 evasions. To finish mental discipline, so you have 10 mana. It's crucial. Those the one that I'm showing right now are mandatory. You have to build them first. Then you want charges mana every 3 seconds. The more mana you have, the more DPS your main monster will have, and you as well. And then the last one, you want to be able to charge your ultimate even faster. The last one I don't recommend. Those are more PvP than anything else. I just put 1 point in each because they cost literally 1 skill point, and it still gives you 100 power. But it really, you know what? Let's do it like that. What I don't do for you guys, okay. So like I said, we're gonna start by the evasion. We're gonna fully skill up evasion. We're gonna fully skill up mental discipline. We're gonna fully skill up consecrazione, and we're gonna fully skill up luck. And that's it. Now, a lot of other YouTubers, whatever, will tell you that you should also skill up Master of Evasion. I think it's a waste of resources. If you know how to play the game, and basically if you're good at it, you will not need so many evasions. It will be needed way more for PvP later on, but for PvE, it's really not that recommended. Like personally, I just put 1 point into it because it's 1 point and it gives you 100 power, and also 1 point in each of them because again it's 100 power for free. So that's why I do it. As you can see, boom, 100 power, 100 power, 100 power, and that's it. You don't need more. Then what I do is level up all the skills at the same time. So all I'm gonna do is for now level up all the skills to level 4, because again it will depend how many skill ups you farmed. I will do a separate video to show you how to farm the skill ups, because there's a lot of way to do it. So for now, let's say you're just level 50, you just finished the main campaign, so you should be something like that. Then the books at the top, for now I just recommend to put 1 into the fire, as the main dungeon you're gonna start farming for the runes should be the green one. So for now, that's it. And then you're gonna basically go to max with this one. This element amplification, not only it will attribute damage up, so you'll do more damage if your weapon is a stronger affinity. So like I showed you in my previous video for the speed farm auto teams, if you go against a water boss and you put a earth wind weapon, you're gonna have advantage, more power, more damage, and you're gonna also regenerate mana 10%. Still good. And again, the same scenario, you're gonna put one into each of them, because simply it's a lot of power for free, and we need power early on. Boom. So once you're on that stage, then I'm gonna go and level up everything here. Once you finish level 5 of all your spells, I'm gonna go into final shutdown and try to increase it to level 3 or 4. And then I'm gonna go back to all the spells and start saving up for all my spells to push them to level 6. Once they're level 6, now we're gonna try to basically finish level 10, the final shutdown, because it will just increase your damage overall. As you can see, I'm not going to use any more. I am saving up right now, and I'm gonna focus on final shutdown. Once it's maybe level 6 or 7 and it requires way more skill points, then I'm gonna go back into my main spells and then save up for those. That's what I recommend you basically in terms of PvE. PvP, it's a way different scenario, because the passive bonuses here will be way more important than basically the middle ones. Now the middle ones will be still very important, don't take me wrong, but all the ones on the bottom will be super important, especially in the battlefields, which is like you know, there's like 10 versus 10, where monsters will die very often. You're gonna have to switch very often to survive. But again, it's late game, end game. You're gonna have time to basically prepare and farm enough of skill books to level up your passives. So this is the very first step.
My friend, 2 seconds. Please scroll down, click that like and follow button, 100% free to play, and check my Discord, because if you have any questions, I will help you there. Okay, let's go into the video.
Now, in terms of gear, what gear do you want? The strongest you can get. I mean, there is literally no guide to do. You're just basically gonna farm the gear dungeons at very first. So you're gonna go into Path of Growth, Subjugation, and you're gonna farm one of the. Don't go to level 10 with every single boss. Why? Because you can go on one boss level 10, farm it for 10, 12, 15 times if you're starting. And then with basically what gear you're gonna have, you should have your whole right side that's filled up with either epic or legendary gear, because again, level 10 of the subjugation bosses is really not that hard. Like, okay, I can't use a ticket, but the power that you're gonna need for those level 10 has nothing to do with what you need for level 15 runes. Once you're gonna be full on the right side and you're gonna have a decent fire weapon, then with your tokens that you're also gonna get from this dungeon, you can basically go and buy different weapons at the subjugation shop, which whatever is remaining, earth and water, and then eventually light as well. However, light weapon, you can also get it from side quest. So if we go into area exploration and you go to Kaslan, there should be one of the quests that gives you a light weapon. I don't remember which one is it again. I am 100% sure. No, that's a bad one. I know, I can't find it. No, why I can't find it? There's one. There you go. So this one, once you do one foggy, will give you a good, basically light weapon. But again, until you have foggy, you might also want to buy. And me personally, as you can see, my light weapon is bought from the subjugation shop, same as earth, same as water. And now the next step, once you have the gear, you're gonna start farming foggy. As you can see, I started farming foggy gear for level 61. And before 61, I don't recommend changing your gear. Just farm whatever you can in the subjugation shop. Like you can see, I have a +9 weapon. For now, it's enough. And that's it. Now, for the stats. The ring basically can be accuracy, HP percentage, defense percentage, and resistance. As Orbia, I recommend for PvE accuracy. However, for PvP, you're gonna go HP or def percentage. Basically because it's better. Overall, defense percentage, HP percentage gives you way more power than accuracy, crit rate, crit damage. That's why all the cleaves in the leaderboard will always have more or less more power, because it's just easier, since they main statistics gonna have to be HP defense percentage. But as a mage, you want to have accuracy or HP for PvP. You're gonna obviously want to have attack as a main stat. You want to have crit rate or crit damage if you have enough of crit rate, because if you don't have enough of crit rate, as I always say, crit damage is useless if you don't crit. So for now I'm at crit rate, but eventually when I'm gonna start farming more and more foggy, get more better and better gear, if I have enough of substats in crit, then I can change my necklace to crit damage. But again, you can see the substats are garbage for now. This one is not bad, so it is a defense into attack percentage. Now all the earrings will be def flat, so you don't worry. In terms of the substats, you want crit damage, crit rate, attack, attack speed, accuracy. Those are DPS stats that you want on an Orbia. And then for this one, it will always be HP flat. Again, those stats are garbage. But yeah, you want to have crit rate, crit damage. But again, it just gives me more power and it helps me to farm faster. But eventually I will change this one. That's why I also don't push it too high in terms of level ups and chance, because it's just not worth it. But as you can see, you can also add a lot of gems to your gear, which will also give you a lot of power. And I advise crit damage, attack speed, crit rate, HP percentage. I really don't recommend to basically put either evasion or flat HP or flat defense, because simply it won't give you, it will give you less power. And yeah, basically that's it. You want to focus on attack percentage as much as you can. As you can see, my gear is far from perfect. It's actually poop. It's completely poop. But I just use what I can, and once you're gonna start farming, well, it's gonna become better, right? This one, same, it's poop. All of my gear right now is poop. Here I have crit rate and accuracy, but it's poop. Like everything is poop. Like I don't even think I have 100% crit rate. Yeah, I have 57 crit rate. Like, I'm telling you, my gear is disgusting. I really need to basically sit one whole day, farm foggy, and buy some proper gear. Hopefully get lucky and get some gear, because this is unacceptable. You want to have minimum 100% crit rate, and once you have crit rate, you're gonna start building attack percentage and crit damage by adding a little bit of attack speed or accuracy. Actually, not attack speed. You can have a you can have attack speed. You can have attack speed, right? Or I'm smoking right now. Anyway, crit rate, crit damage, attack percentage. Top 3, and then either accuracy, attack speed is okay, and you never want flat stats. But again, we don't choose what we get. You're gonna choose what's the best and slowly upgrade, farm, upgrade, farm, upgrade. But again, till you don't have a perfect piece of gear, I don't recommend going over 10. If you're lucky, go ahead, but if your weapon is destroyed, which basically you have no more attempts to level up or enchant, I don't recommend wasting your resources if you don't have the perfect substats. Just farm for another piece of gear. Anyway guys, it was your boy Troll. I hope this video helps you out. Another guides will come out, so as always, make sure to like, follow and subscribe, and I will see you soon guys. Ciao.